Since the countdown has started, this episode will cover the SEC's recent actions, especially with regard to the XRP ETF. ETFs for Litecoin and HBAR seem to be in the works as well. Since a major player is actively accumulating ANDO, we'll take a closer look at it. That's because of something before. Before discussing the Bybit attack, we'll look at Chainlink, examining the price history of XRP and the timeline of the Ripple v. SEC litigation. I've got all the answers, so take a seat back and unwind while we explore Bitcoin. Naturally, there were price reactions following yesterday's hack, with values falling. The timing fits in nicely with our morning video, in which we talked about the price adjustments that must take place for XRP before we can anticipate a climb, along with the clearly defined price targets for the future. We expected that XRP's price would drop after our video aired, so there's no reason to be alarmed. To keep informed and lessen your tension, you should join our Patreon club. The third largest cryptocurrency, XRP, is down 2.66% in the past day at $2.59, while Ethereum is down 2.3% at $2,740. With the overall value of the cryptocurrency market at $3,179 million, both stablecoins, USDT and USDC, remain stable at their dollar pegs. In the meantime, Crypto BitLord is making every effort to raise the price of XRP, estimating that it is getting ready to go to $7.20. It is a truth that many naysayers have left the market. The XRP ecosystem has shook out those who didn't believe in it. We stand for the elite that will survive, the strong covert. Is XRP getting ready to jump to $7.20? After breaking over the barrier at $2.82, I think we'll move into the $3 range and eventually up to $4, setting a new record high for XRP. Eric revealed that like Litecoin's most recent update, Canary has submitted an amended S1 for their BAR ETF, which usually happens after getting input from the SEC. Canary seems to have revised their plan in response to SEC feedback, indicating that in addition to XRP and Solana ETFs, HBAR and Litecoin may also be included. The SEC's requirements for applications have been made clearer by the approval of Bitcoin ETFs, enabling others to modify their proposals appropriately. Instead of spreading it over several ETFs, I hope that XRP will be the single ETF introduced next and attract significant institutional investment. With ANDO Finance leading RWS sectors and attaining the greatest transaction volume, J-Chain shows that ANDO is driving the real-world asset movement. ANDO is leading the way in tokenized assets, which are becoming a major trend this cycle. With the goal of increasing tokenized U.S. Treasury assets in Europe, liquidity, and acceptance, ANDO's OUSG has recently gone public on Acerta. According to a chart, it's almost ready for an upward breakthrough that might push it back to the dollar, which would mean that Bitcoin would need to return to the $90,000 region. Bitcoin still faces difficulties. Currently trading in the mid-$1.90 range, there is a chance that it will either break out above $104 to retest the all-time high of $108 or fall back to the lower 90, as which would have an effect on the entire market. Its course is yet unclear. The recent Bybit hack, which was the second largest hack in cryptocurrency history immediately after FTX, led us to believe that it would cause a decline. The significance of not storing cryptocurrency on exchanges is highlighted by this incident. I think Bybit can handle losses because they are apparently taking out loans. Nevertheless, a hacker usually sells coins after gaining access to them, which can lower market values. It appears that the hacker was linking ETH to Solana, which is surprising. Isn't it crazy? This hacker will try to hide transactions by dividing money among multiple wallets and utilizing mixers if they believe they can avoid detection. However, the blockchain may be traced, holding 53 wallets with 1.37 billion in Ethereum. This represents a sizable amount of newly generated wallets. Since certain assets were transferred to Uniswap, where the actual source of cash is clear, tracking is still feasible. The hacker may believe they can cover their traces, but they will probably be caught because of the escape ramp. Their alternatives for selling this money are unclear to me. It would take time to remove $1,970 million, but they could use exchangers that don't require KYC, which might allow for gradual withdrawals. Eventually, authorities will become involved and demand to know where the money is going. According to Michael, Chainlink is very important for linking banks with DeFi. Although it is now at the lower end of its range, Chainlink is anticipated to increase. With a conservative estimate of at least a 5x growth, I expect a substantial gain. Furthermore, Grayscale's XRP ETF application 19B4 has been uploaded to the Federal Registry, indicating that the SEC has until October 18th to accept or reject it. Which one do you believe will end next, now that the Coinbase case has been settled? The more complex case of Ripple v. SEC will also be settled in due course. Based on prior decisions, a resolution is anticipated in the coming weeks to a month, and Ripple may pay the designated sum to settle this issue. ETFs are coming regardless of the status of the lawsuit. As Bidlord said, let's strive for that pump to be $7.20.